I'm streaming.
Okay, here we are.
I'm gonna start the music. Cue music. We got 60 people waiting.
Wow, that's awesome.
And hello, I'm Dan Lutz, and I'm here with not Tech. I'm here with Lisa. So, welcome to WWG1WGA.Love's Frontlines. Here we're on the front lines in the Deep State War, where we're going to defeat the Cabal and the Illuminonkeys and everyone that's been keeping us back. When we're here on Cloud 9 with the lions and the sheep, all like hanging out in good harmony. How's it going, Lisa?
It's going good. Spent the day in the sun today and a little tired, but it's beautiful. It was great here. Beautiful. So it's all good. But I checked in on Tank. He sounds like he was on a very serious call having to do with banking. So I just sent him a chat message, hung up, told him I'd come on with you and just give an update. And I know you can't stay on too long, but I just didn't want to not show up at all on Tank's behalf. So here I am.
Yeah. So we were. I was chatting with Tank, and he kept trying to get off to come on just for a quick update. But things are happening, and that's the news. Good night.
Well, it's better than nothing, I'll tell you. Well, I think just for the people to know, we're not intentionally abandoning them, and we're doing our best and our can to get on. But I know Tank is involved in a very serious call, so I know if he could be on, he would be. So I thought I'd just do it for him and at least give everybody that update. So I think knowing Tank, he'll call me when he's off the call and he'll say, "Let's go live," or "Let's record a call," or "Let's do something." If not, I know he'll definitely release something tomorrow because that's how Tank operates. There's no time frame.
Right. You just take the things as they come. It's manifesting 101. You just take it as it comes.
Yeah, and he doesn't live on. I mean, it's after almost 1 a.m. where he's at, so he doesn't care. He just keeps on working. So he'll do it. He'll give us an update as soon as he can. I just know he's still officially on that call. So what's going on with you, Dan? Any updates, news? Have you saved the world today, or what's going on?
My head is pretty much been down in work mode. What's going on with me is a very one of those miracle type time frames where you gotta take this and run with it, and that's what we're doing. I've formed a really big team of high-powered individuals around the world. I mean, it's really I've had at least 4 billionaires on a Zoom conference in the last 3 days. So
That's exciting.
and
Wow.
that's just because they see what's going on here as something they want to do. Now, I'm not really talking about what it is because it's really
It's okay.
but it is taking a lot of my time. I'm on Zoom like nonstop. Just organizing is what we're doing right now. It's really a massive organizing event and coordination and with my strongest leaders to kind of get things situated, and it's just amazing. It's like I told Tank This was even months ago. I said, if Kim's not ready, then I am. I'm gonna.
Oh, that is such
I'll
good
make it.
news.
I'll make it happen.
Well, I love that
Yeah.
you didn't wait. You
Oh
still got
no.
other stuff lined up in the background. That's awesome. And a lot of think, I think a lot of people are waiting. They're not sure what to do, right? And a lot of people are just not quite sure how to bring stuff together. So I think it's great that you were able to still do that in spite of all the work you put in on this show and everything you've done. 'Cause I know that you've hosted for quite some time and day in and day out, even when Tank couldn't be there. So you were there. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, it's we just have to keep pushing, right? Making
Yeah.
things happen. Even from the things that I worked on in my technology career, it was always towards seeing a time where we needed to create a new system. I don't even remember a time in my life that I didn't think that I was working on creating a new system. Even I had really high, powerful people in my circle, that would think they know I'm a smart guy, but they say,
Right.
you're not going to be able to do that. You can't replace the
Uh,
world financial system. They couldn't comprehend, right? And it doesn't matter that it was something that was so immense, right? Because that doesn't really matter. It's only if that stops people from proceeding. You know, uh,
Right. It's only as big as you perceive it to be. And it's like Tank says, it doesn't matter if you move $100 or $1 million, right? It's the same, it's moving the money and the energy of that. And so your energy is applied same way to the financial system, right?
yeah.
It
No,
didn't matter how big the challenge was. Is that your dog?
yeah, it's a puppy. She's maybe 2 months old, something like that. She doesn't like being in what we call the dirty kitchen.
Oh, okay.
So we've got a clean kitchen, which I don't call a clean kitchen. I just say it's a kitchen. Then they have the dirty kitchen,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's a kind of a Filipino thing where it's somewhat half outside. It's kind of a covered area outdoors,
Okay.
where they would do all the dirty stuff.
Right, but then they have access to being covered up as well. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I saw her. You bring her on when you first got her. She's adorable. Like
yeah.
I'm like I want Dan's dog.
Yeah,
So cute.
it was not planned. It was something that the storks brought by and dropped off. And so,
Yeah, but sometimes those are the best kind. If you plan for everything, it doesn't always work out that way. So,
yeah,
so I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the people to hear that you got stuff cooking and things happening.
yeah. I'm so amazed. It is in cryptocurrency. And I do completely understand that it was a plan of the cabal to use
Hmm.
cryptocurrency to destroy the world.
Right.
A sword is sharp on both sides,
Yeah,
so we can.
right. So you can turn it into something effective, right, and
Right,
something
exactly.
powerful or against their theory or what
Yeah.
their plan, right?
Right, and make something of it in a way. Now, I've been my experience in the Billion Coin TBC or Kringle Society has all been about a new economy, something outside of the existing one, a separate form of payment. So when everything utterly crashed, everyone would have in their wallets an amount that was making it very uh, let's just say wealthy, made people wealthy, enough that they
Right.
could exchange. When you have nothing else to exchange, but this is sitting in your wallet, you'd have something, right? When
Right. It's
everyone in the
something
same
the ball
position,
couldn't have touched, right? They couldn't have gotten their hands on it.
right? It's something that's outside. It's even in a jurisdiction the same that you would have the jurisdiction that the Vatican takes advantage of, or you would say the Holy See, or the Masons, or the Red Cross. These are formed as societies, So, we can say we live in a global society, right? But do we?
Right.
Have you joined that society? But this is a legal framework. It's an agreement. There's put to paper that mean that, and so it's a great experience to form these. Like I formed an indigenous group, right? And we claimed a homeland. We had documentation. We claimed what we called Deseret. Well, we didn't call it, the Mormons called it Deseret. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason why we claimed it is because the Spanish title that was actually a historical title to one of our members. You know,
Oh, interesting.
before it was donated into the uh, uh, the Mormon territory. So the Mormons gave up Deseret, which was really a country, you know, within the Americas that spanned from Texas up into Canada to Los Angeles. You know, it was a huge, huge area. Uh, so, so we claim that as like a home territory. It doesn't mean that we say, okay, everybody move off. This is ours now. No, but
Right.
you know, traditionally the land, right, that we're basically claiming as our home territory. So you know, this forming a constitution, going into you know, uh, what it means to be sovereign, right? Having this education, is you know it really gives you perspective. Regardless of when people think of countries, right? It's okay. These are these solid borders, but just look at where the Indian tribes. Well, they're in these solid borders. Don't they have their own solid borders? So it's a perspective of jurisdiction, and if it's tied into a geography, then you put up
Mm-hmm.
walls, right?
Right. Wow, it sounds exciting that you were, and you created that from scratch.
Sure. Yes. We made our own
That's pretty
constitution.
exciting.
The one of the innovations I added myself that everyone said it's really a good idea is we had a Senate and we had a House of Representatives, but the House of Representatives was split into male and female, two sides, and the head of it on the male side was the father, and the head on the female side was the mother. So the mother
Oh wow.
of the house, and then the father of the house. So, and then when you had the people that were coming together for their representatives, the representatives were going to be half male and half female, so that we
Wow.
can support the idea of family.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And also some masculine and feminine energy, right?
Of course, yeah,
Cool.
the
Yeah.
the balance it right
Yep.
because this unbalanced act that's going on or being forced upon the world is to swing one way to the other, from all
And
super
very
male to all
extreme,
super
right?
female, and then mix
Yes.
them all up, right? Throw them up in the air so that 72 different genders. Woohoo!
Oh gosh.
Which one do I want to be today? Let me set my watch. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a form to me. It's a form of child abuse what they're doing to our kids. But yeah, I agree. I think having a balance of that masculine and feminine is so important because we are so lopsided right now. Right,
Yeah.
we're one extreme or the other.
I had experienced this some years ago before it actually became trendy, right? To allow this gender reassignment of children. I saw that there was a neighbors of mine that went through a divorce, and the one of the daughters that was very close to the father um, was kind of pushed into being a boy, and she was like 6 years old. You know,
She was forced into being a boy.
yeah, by her mother because being upset with trying to. Really, I know it was an attack against her ex-husband.
Right.
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 So I said this was never. I knew that little girl. We played with my kids, and she was a girl. She never acted like a boy. Never.
Or wanted to be a boy,
Yeah.
or expressed anything
Yeah.
like that.
Other
Yeah.
other than being a little bit more, let's just say, heavier, a little chubby, but not much. Not nothing that you don't grow out of. When you're in your
Right.
teens. So. But that was, I know that was forced, and I said at that time that that's abuse. I said it to the
Oh
mother.
yeah.
I was really upset. We used to say it did not remain in same proximity even anymore after that. So they actually moved away. But I saw it and I said that was really abuse against that
Yeah.
child.
That's awful to do to a child. to force it. And now I'm seeing pictures of kids on TV. I just saw them yesterday or on the news where they're literally like making 4-year-olds better boys into girls, dressing them in, the opposite clothing and hair and makeup. And they're 3, 4 years old. I'm like, how do they know?
Yeah.
It's just, it's ridiculous. To me, it's awful what we're doing to our young people who are going to eventually be in charge of us and the world and the country, right?
And guys out there that you have to stand up and put your foot down when you see it happening against your children. It happened
Absolutely.
to me with my son. Now this wasn't meant as abuse by my wife at the time, but she was dressing up my son in a dress that was meant for his cousin in India, and they were just wanted to see what the clothes looked like. And I threw a fit. I said, "No, you never dress him up in a girl's dress. Never, ever, ever." And so he understood. I was upset about that, and the children needed to see that from their fathers. So if you're
Right.
there and you just like duck down because it's not PC to basically be in against this, you stand up. Go get some testosterone shots or whatever you need.
Right. Stand up for your family. Tank and I actually did a show about this. It's like stand up for your family, for your women, for your children, for your country. Like stand up and be how God created you to be, which is, the head of the family, right? Like
Right.
the head of the strength, right? That women look to for strength and guidance. And I think it's important that we have more men that step back into that role.
Right. Yeah, and we have to do the things that we're not out of emotion. Right. We temper our logic with emotion. We don't act out of emotion and forget logic.
No, you guys are much more logical than us. We're so much more emotional. But I think it's important that and sometimes it is just logical. It makes logical sense to me that you are the men, we are the women, and there's that fine balance that I think we are meant to complement one another.
Right. Yeah, and that's it. So men are supposed to be with women. Women are supposed to be with men. We're supposed to have this symbiotic relationship. The other half. This is terminology that's been part of our existence, right? Until now, it's like if you think you need the other side, you're looked down upon.
A weakness. It's a weakness.
It's a weakness to
desire,
the other side.
and honestly, I can't speak for all women, but I can speak
Yes, you can.
for a lot of them. Okay, all women. We want you men to step up. We miss you. Where have you all gone? Please come back. Like, we want you to step in because we want to be able to rely on you and look to you for guidance and trust you and depend on you to be a man. We really want that. That is the biggest, I'll just give you a hint. This is the biggest turn on for a woman a man could ever be.
Yep.
So that's the truth.
Yeah.
I don't think many women will fight that unless they're choosing, they're trying to wreak havoc on the way our Creator designed us, to be honest.
And one of the other things that I've had these conversations with my male friends, right? And saw them all go through divorce. I mean, for the most
hold on
part.
1 second. Tank is calling me. Can you hold on?
Sure.
I'm calling on my phone. Hold on 1 second. How long is Dan right now? Because he can't stay on for a jump on. We're on his Zoom. I'll send you his invite on Zoom or on Telegram. Okay, jump on. Okay.
It looks like Tank's coming on.
Okay, he'll be joining us momentarily.
He's here.
Oh, good. That was quick. He's quick.
I'd already sent him the link.
Okay, yeah. He said he just verified that he had it. All right.
But we can't hear you. Maybe you're muted.
Yeah. His microphone is not working or something. Or maybe he's just out of words. Maybe he's been talking so long he has something else to say. And we're all waited with bated breath here to see what he has to say.
No, I told him I was going to make it to Fiji ahead of him.
Maybe he's just leaving you hanging and he's getting a head start right now.
No, see, if you look at my background, I'm already there.
Yeah, he's not talking and he's not muted, so I don't know where he went.
Now maybe his microphone is still muted. That's what
Doesn't show that
now he's in the
on
dark.
mine.
His camera's on for a moment. Was there. He's on his way.
Yeah, maybe he stepped away for a moment. So anyway, that's how I really think women feel at the end of the day, and we really want you guys to step up. We really want to be able to look to you and depend on you. That's really what we're looking for.
Oh, what I was saying about what I saw with my male friends,
Oh, yeah.
was that there's this.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
I'm going to remind you to talk about that on the next show. Your male friends. Go. Hi, Tank.
Hi.
Hello, male friend.
Very, very. About your dance, talk about his male friend. What happened, right?
And then you jump on.
Yeah, he manifested me. That's amazing.
He did.
So can you see my background? I've already made it to Fiji.
Awesome. And I should have totally just sent Lisa in to podcast with you sooner.
We took it upon ourselves.
No, I just had a very long meeting with the whole banking group and a gentleman who is supposed to be the chief or trying to gather the tribe together for the Maori. And then Kim says that that's not the case, so I'm just trying to get some clarification on that. But I had some bankers on there who certainly, they're definitely trying to manage and handle the chief there. So they as I was speaking to him, and he was talking about getting money from the IMF, the World Bank, and the United Nations. I immediately stepped in to explain to him how the assets that they had put in these trusts and central banks, how they were all held within the trust, very politely. I mean, I was just being very direct, for communication's sake. And the banker interrupted. He goes, "Now I want you to adjust your tone." I'm like, "Who the hell do you think you are?" And I'm going to adjust my tone. I'm like, "I work for the Queen, dude." So,
the real Queen.
Yeah. So I thought that was funny. But then I of course apologized and we worked it out, and we went on, and that was a very, very interesting call. So I jumped on here quick because I had no idea. I was calling just to update Lisa quick because Lisa, I need you to pull that audio because I have another meeting with another group.
I just got it. I just got the email from it now saying it's available, so I'll send it to you. I'll download it.
Yeah. If you could pull it on your computer because I'm about to go back in on another meeting with Australia here in about 15 minutes. So
okay, I will do that. Yep, absolutely.
Not even about 10 minutes. So there's lots of amazing criminal things happening right now
that you can't talk about.
Until I am clear, I'm a little, Kim was coming on that meeting, but just trying to gauge what's what and make sure we put the right pieces in place and and
update us. Yeah, update us with the correct information. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Get it all sorted out first before you let it out, so people aren't. I think
I'll update both of you privately, but
yeah.
Not for public consumption right now. So
Right.
Yeah, you can call me after or whatever after the next thing, but I'll send you. I'll download.
No,
that
call
for
me
you now.
first. Call me first.
We can do a three-way call, Dan.
Okay.
You can't
You're
talk.
both,
So
all-
Lisa's
you're both,
acting-
You're both pretty. You're both pretty. You're both my favorite. So.
So Lisa's asking for a three-way. So we'll see what that's all about.
I'm gone for one night. And this is what happened. The whole show is going down the drain.
That's it.
We blow it ourselves.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? What's on your mind?
There's no women on the front line. Just kidding. All right.
Oh, that's funny.
No,
So
so,
All right.
I have to go digest this information quickly, and I'm sorry I can't do it live. So
It's okay, and I know Dan can't stay on either. So you want to us all come back tomorrow with an update?
Yes, if you can, but it's great news. I will say that things are really coming. Still battle, but definitely good. So
Maybe
I'll
we
talk to
should wrap
everybody
this
soon.
up. Call me back. I'm downloading for you now.
You're right.
Okay.
Thanks, Dan.
All right.
Thanks for being so patient, man.
no, it's good, man. We're just keep moving forward here. Just wanted to make sure we got on and had at least some update about what's happening, and we achieved
Cool.
that. We're good.
That's right. You can't stop us. We keep going.
Keep going.
That's 2,070 episodes straight.
Don't say that, Tink. Don't say that. It's only
Nah.
170. Don't put that out to the universe.
All right, everybody, keep your head up. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. Good night. All All right, Dan. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
I know you got to get to a meeting. Do you want to just?
It's not really as much of a meeting, but my wife is waiting for us to go off to the mall and do some things. I've been so locked down. I haven't left this computer screen literally like 22 hours a day for 2 weeks.
Right.
So
I get it. I
and
totally get it.
and so, but that's okay. We're fine. We're pushed another hour or two. It doesn't matter. We just let it happen and roll with it. Like the scenery behind you have to be peaceful and tranquil. All inside, and you know there's a waterfall back there.
Yes, that's great. Well, you go off shopping. We will finish this conversation tomorrow or whenever we hear from Tank. And I want to hear about your male friend story, and we will have an update for the people, I think.
Yeah, we'll keep it going. All right, bye, Lisa. Thanks for jumping on. All right,
Okay.
everyone.
Good night.
All right, be sure
All
to
right.
subscribe, share,
And
like, pass it on, copy paste, copy paste.
All right. Good night, Dan.
Good
Good
night.
night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right. Take care.